depression, so I titled it The Unfair Battle. I care because I was little and I had a best friend. His name's Chris, and we were in elementary school. And then like I would notice things were wrong with him. Like he would get really sad, he'd be quiet, and he was like the class clown, which I found was really weird. And other people noticed it, but they didn't say anything because I didn't say anything. Because you can't say something if your best friend don't say something. So, and then so I didn't say nothing at first, but like a month passed and he stayed like that, and I kind of figured something was wrong. And then his parents were fighting a lot because of what he was going through. I don't know what he was going through because I kind of thought he had like a good life. He had like the 2 parents, and like the dog, like all this stuff. He had like a new DS or something like that. Like every now and again, I was just like, okay. So and then so I didn't know what to do. So I like even Googled what to do when my friend is sad. And then I got a bunch of like depression websites, and I was just like, I didn't know what depression was because I was like in elementary school. So I Googled it, and like, I know you're not supposed to do this, but like, because the symptoms you read offline, you're not supposed to like compare it to like other people because the website's always wrong. But I did that, and I started learning more and more about depression because I lived by a Metropolitan Family Services. So I went in there and I got a pamphlet from them, and I gave it to him, and he's just like, I'm fine, and he got really moody after that. So, and then I gave the pamphlet to his parents, because, you know, it's been like a month, so I was like, I need to do this for him. And so I did that, and his parents took him, and so, like, he didn't want to open up apparently to the psychiatrist at first, but eventually he did, and after that, he got better, but it's like it took him years to overcome it because he thought that once he was better, he'd stop the medication and everything, which we'll learn about later, and that just deterred him from recovering and everything. I had an interview with Miss Mosier about this. She's she's a psychologist, of course, and she's also at the University of Chicago. She had research. She had to research this, and she's researched the medication. She's experienced it, and she's also like had friends who were depressed. And she says it triggers most of the time it's family, like your parents, like they argue a lot. They argue with you a lot. They don't understand you as like a teenager and as an individual. And she said that any change in lifestyle can cause it, like you moving, going to a new school, anything in your life that just happens. Like you may not notice it right away. You may think it's fine, but you'll probably start to, once it settles in, you'll probably start to feel it more. And there's medication that like stops the signals of your brain, of a certain type of drug in your brain that causes happiness. It's like it stops it, and then it goes to another one. And she just said that she didn't want to go into detail because she didn't want to have the interview for more than 10 minutes long. She said that there's SOI drug, and then there's an MIO drug, and the SOI is the one that goes to your brain and stops the bad emotions and produces more of the happy emotion. But she also said that if you're diagnosed with a certain type of depression and you're given medication, you have to keep the medication going because you can't just stop. And if you do stop, then the medication won't stop working once you start taking it again. And she also said that if the medication's not prescribed to you and you take it, then you may become depressed and you may need to go to a doctor and you may need your own prescription. So, of course, never take drugs that aren't yours. So research, I found a lot of it was about social media. I found one about Tumblr. Tumblr's not as like popular as other things, but a lot of people still do go on it. And Tumblr, when you search it, it, and it gives you a bunch of images. And the article was saying that girls are kind of like pressured into looking the certain way that the person in the picture looks, because, and so when they feel that pressure, they feel, oh, I'm not good enough for society, and all of that. And like even depression pictures, there's beautiful women going through filters, and they look mystical and everything, and it's making depression look like a beautiful thing when really it's not. Instagram, another kind of form of Tumblr, also kind of the same thing, only what I've seen is that a lot of famous people, I don't have an Instagram, but a lot of famous people are on it, and they're showing all these great things that they go through, but like people want to be like them, but when they realize that they can't, they get really sad, and they feel hopeless. They're like, wow, I can never do that. Wow, they put themselves down about it when it's really not their fault. And Facebook, people comment bad things on other people's photos. They're like, wow, why you post this? You don't look good in it. And then all this. Twitter, people retweet it with bad notations and everything, which I also find very. All of this is really mean. Don't do that. Next. I also found that if you're all work and no play, then you also become very depressed, because you're not letting yourself have those free moments of joy. You're always feeling the pressure of work, and you're like, oh, I gotta meet this deadline, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that, and you're not realizing that you need time for yourself. And that just also, you also need to have time for yourself, because this person's on the street and they don't really care. Maybe they do have a job, I don't know. Maybe they don't, I don't know. But they're doing whatever they want to do, and they don't care what other people think of them, because they're out in public. Obviously, they don't care if people are walking past and think negative about them. And sometimes you just need to do that. You need to go out and do what you want and have fun with it. And then you can also go back to work like an hour later or something, depending on your schedule. And just do what you gotta do at work. But you also need to find a schedule and your time for yourself, and do whatever you want to do without feeling the pressure of society. High school, yeah, sorry. In high school, you get tested. You get tested for certain things, your ACT or SATs, and you get all this pressure to get A's and B's, have above a certain type of GPA, and Ivy League colleges have reported saying that they don't want their students to be burnt out by the time they reach college, and they want them to have some creativity in their schedules and their lives, and so that's why you also need to do that. Like, you need to set aside school and playtime. My solution was, of course, give time to yourself. Don't care what other people think about you. Just do what you like. You like doing a certain sport, but other people think negative about it. Just do a certain sport, and you'll find your own self people. And another one was, don't worry about things about your control, because if you think about the future too much, and you're like, oh, what if I don't get into this college, or what if you don't do this? It's out of your control. You applied. You did what you had to do to try and get into that school, and if you don't get it, then there's always other choices out there. The decision is what you make it to be. If you keep thinking about it in a negative way, then it'll be a negative way. So you always have to have a certain perspective on things, and keep in mind that society is not what you. It's not society. You don't have to be what society wants you to be. Everything is your choice.